edition number 7 of the HD Rants. Yes, I do ramble. This time around, I'm going to try to make them a little shorter for the next little while, because there's just sort of some specific little topics I wanted to talk about that, don't really need 10 minutes of babbling to address. During the format war, there were a lot of arguments that came up that I thought were quite, funny in that they were so badly misinformed. For example, one of them was people were saying the whole Blu-ray versus HD DVD thing is exactly the same as VHS versus Beta. Actually, no. Just because HD DVD versus Blu-ray was a format war, and VHS versus Beta was a format war, does not make them the same thing. The circumstances between both of them were completely different. Okay, the reason why Beta failed, well, there was a couple of reasons, but the big reason was Sony was the sole manufacturer of Beta. JVC, the developer of VHS, licensed the technology out to anybody who wanted it, which meant that you had a variety of manufacturers making a variety of players competing with each other, which drove the prices down. So VHS was a lot cheaper. You had a variety of companies making players, you had a variety of people making tapes, or a variety of companies making tapes, which drove the prices down, which made it cheaper, and which made it more attractive to consumers. Whereas Sony was the one and only manufacturer of Betamax machines and tapes, which meant they could charge whatever the heck they wanted. And by golly, they were going to make billions off of it, so they charged a lot. Yeah. Not the brightest move. But I think at the time, the whole home video industry was brand new, and nobody really knew where it was going to go. It's kind of like now with peer-to-peer downloading, BitTorrent and file sharing and stuff like that. The whole thing that started with Napster a few years ago and has since exploded into this whole subculture of the internet where, and TiVos are like the new VCR and similar personal video recording devices. We're sort of like at the more things change, the more they stay the same, right? It's like we're at the same kind of scenario now where we've got all this new technology and all this new means of acquiring material, content, and such. And of course, the music industry and the video and the movie industry is up in arms, saying, "Oh, this is going to destroy our profits and blah blah blah, theft, piracy, yada yada yada." And the reality is, it's not going to be like that at all. The VCR didn't destroy the movie industry. Burnable CDs didn't destroy the music industry. MP3 and video downloads are not going to destroy those industries either. They'll find some way to make money off of it or to compensate for their perceived losses through people downloading free files. One thing they're talking about now is putting it into our taxes, that will basically have a file sharing tax where, we pay $5 on our taxes or something to cover file sharing. Whatever. Fine. I'm happy to do that if it means they'll just buzz off and leave us alone doing what we're going to do anyway, no matter what they say, Like for me personally, I don't even use a VCR anymore. I own a couple of VCRs. The only reason I keep them around is because I have a lot of old stuff on VHS that I'm converting to digital. Once I convert all that stuff, like home movies, like I literally have hundreds of home movie tapes of me and my friends and family from over the years, and I want to preserve them, for future generations to enjoy, and for myself to enjoy in more convenient form. So, an ongoing pet project of mine is digitizing all of them to the computer and putting them on DVD and, archiving them. I've discussed this before with the Blu-ray storage capacity thing. It's an ongoing project. So that's the only thing I use my VCRs for anymore. If there's a TV show on that I want to see and it isn't out on DVD yet, I download it. I watch it, and if I like it, I buy the DVDs when they come out. Don't tell me I don't support the video industry. I have a huge DVD collection, and it is growing all the time. I love watching TV shows on DVD. I get beautiful quality. B, I get beautiful sound. I get a nice packaging, and I get to watch them all, as many as I want at a time, and sit down and watch a whole season in one sitting if I want to. It's great. I love TV on DVD. So, the whole thing about file sharing going to destroy the world, I don't think so. It's the new technology version of the VCR, essentially. That's all it is. And once the entertainment industry wakes up and realizes that, I think they'll embrace it. I think they're starting to now. It seems to be less of an uproar happening about that now. But getting back to what I was saying, yeah, the VHS versus Beta thing, not even close to the same. Because this time around, Sony and the Blu-ray Digital Alliance, or Disc Association, I think it's Blu-ray Disc Association. I keep wanting to say the Blu-ray Digital Alliance, because it just sounds so much cooler. But it's actually the Blu-ray Disc Association, which, doesn't sound as cool, but that's what it is, so there you go. They were smart about it this time. Basically, Blu-ray, same deal. Licensing out the technology to anybody who wants it. So anybody who wants to make a Blu-ray player can. So this gets into another issue, which is price.